This might make some people sad, but it must be done. What does Celebrimbanner mean? So you saw the new Rings of Power trailer for season 2, and now there are some Tolkien fans throwing around the term Celebrimbanner. And you haven't read the unfinished tales. You don't know what they're talking about. You're just confused. Fear not, I'm here to help. TLDR, it's a play on Celebrimbor's name with his eventual fate. Kaia, what is his eventual fate? I'm glad you asked. During the sack of Eregion, which is more than likely a battle we'll be seeing in the new season of Rings of Power, Sauron comes in like a tax collector, a very violent one, to snatch up the 19 Rings of Power. Now be mindful that a lot of events happen in this time, but to make it kind of short, I'm going to try and speed through it, much like the Rings of Power will. But I'm going to put it in the order that it happens in the book, which is something Rings of Power probably won't do, because they haven't really done it so far. But that's okay. We still love them for it, and if you don't, keep it to yourself. Anyway, let's begin. Sauron forces his way into Eregion to snatch up the 19 Rings of Power. He collects the 9, ends up in a standoff with Celebrimbor. Now, Celebrimbor is adamant on not giving away where the Rings of Power are. Sauron enters his fuck around and find out era. He has Celebrimbor captured and tortured. Celebrimbor folds on where the next 7 are. However, this is where I'll give it to Celebrimbor. He stood on business. He was not giving up where the final 3 were. Now, this is where the find out in Sauron's fuck around and find out comes in. What did Sauron do? Made an example of him. He had our beloved Celebrimbor put to death, and then hung Celebrimbor's body on a pole as a war banner. And then Sauron, with Celebrimbanner in tow, turned his forces back on Elrond and his armies. And that's where the term Celebrimbanner comes from. Now, this doesn't count as spoilers. These books have been out longer than I've been alive. You've had your time. If you want a more detailed story version, let me know and I'll make one. This is a quick one for those of you who don't want to watch my big ass forehead for 5 to 10 minutes.